The preconceived notion of white evangelicalism would be that they would be against everything that relates to any kind of racial reconciliation or connection, and unfortunately that's not true. It's just that there are some, and therefore the banner of it ends up falling loudly on disconnection, on judgment, on well, why don't you guys, instead of what if we looked at ourselves. And so I think I'm privileged to be around and have the kind of leadership structure and people that I listen to that are not like that at all. But I understand, because I watch TV, that that's not at all how the experience out there is. That there's a sense that white evangelical is a racist, that a white evangelical doesn't care about the reality of any kind of social injustice, any kind of police injustice, that we're there to justify ourselves. And so honestly, for me, there was a desire to break that paradigm and to see those who are like me, that I actually know, think and feel very similar to how I do, step out of some of the shadows and into something very real and tangible. Let's look around. We're a white church, and by and large we have no relationship or context or connection with what's going on in the black community, and that our ignorance of what that looked like and what the experience was like for brothers and sisters. I mean, we're talking about, for us as Christians, we're talking brothers and sisters in Jesus that we don't care about, that we don't listen to, that we don't have their story, we don't know what it means, and it just felt inexcusable. And it felt like ignoring people that we're called to love and belong to, and that just couldn't happen anymore. The idea of every couple weeks we're going to be face to face, and we're going to be having difficult, hard conversations. We're going to learn together. We're going to ask the questions that maybe we haven't been asking at all. And to be able to do that in the context of other pastors and other leaders, guided by Pastor Lee with his perspective, his insights, was tremendous. It was absolutely transformative. So having had that experience firsthand with Pastor Lee, I thought, this is something I would love to offer to the rest of our congregation, for them to have an opportunity for a snapshot into the journey of race, the journey, his particular story, but more consistently, the reality of what's unfolded in our country from the perspective of a black man, a black leader. And that felt like a great idea. So I pulled together an event at our church and invited as many people as would be able to come. And Pastor Lee came and presented to us for about 3.5 hours his own personal journey, a clear history, and then from that a present tense understanding. And then in the midst of it, he invited us towards more. He called us towards an opportunity to belong together in a unique way. And that was just at the budding stages for us in our conversation. I had multiple people, more than I would have expected, approach me and say, I'm really grateful that we're talking about this. I feel like this is essential for us. And so that was catalytic for me to say, I think we're on the right direction. By and large, the response has been, let's do this. What do we have to lose? And then, jumping forward to some of the process of what we've experienced through the conversations groups has been overwhelmingly, it's been an incredible experience. It's been I had no idea, I had never seen this before, I'd never heard this before. I've had my eyes open. I'm driving down the highway, seeing someone pulled over, and I'm thinking about it differently than I did before. So there's tangible shifts in how people within our congregation are seeing the world, how they're seeing their black brothers and sisters that are within the church, and then how they're seeing a black community and a black culture. It's good to fight for that which is good, and I want our church to be that kind of a place, regardless of what our composition is.